Day might not be a great day to get out in the garden, but if you haven't already, you might want to start thinking about what you'll plant this spring. And experts are hoping you'll consider adding some native plants. That's a good idea. We have Rachel Wandry with Minnesota Grown here to chat. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know we're kind of going through each plant. I love this one. This one's my favorite.
Okay.
But why Minnesota? Why native plants to Minnesota?
Yeah, well, native plants are the kinds that are from here. They evolved here. They've been in Minnesota for thousands of years.
Okay.
So they're really well adapted for our particular climate. And you can get as local as you want with native plants based on your soil and the part of Minnesota that you're in. So Minnesota Grown is the Department of Agriculture's Buy Local program, and we have a website where you can find native plant growers all over the state who will help you find the right plants for your particular garden.
I like that. I really do like that. This one's my favorite. Can we kind of go through some of them?
So prairie smoke is this plant, and it actually blooms almost while there's still snow on the ground, and it gets its name from that lovely little seed head. And so it's a great spring plant. And one thing you can think about is how to have different plants that are going to bloom at different times of the season, which is also great because that provides food for pollinators throughout the year. So you want to make sure that you have flowers at different times.
Okay. Okay, so that's this one. This one you said is going to get really tall.
Yes, this is a cup plant. It's big now, but it's actually probably going to get 10 to 12 feet tall. So one thing to think about is, what do you want your plants to do, right? Do you want colorful flowers? Do you want the pollinator support? Or maybe you want to use it for privacy. This is a great shield. So I use it to hide my air conditioner, believe it or not, or if you want some privacy from your neighbors, or just, a little bit of, shelter. So you can use plants for things like that as well.
Okay, double meaning there. You said these are going to be short.
Yeah, so those are sedges. They're not the same as a grass. But one thing that's really important is that native plants can be low maintenance. Because they're from here, they kind of know how to take care of themselves. And so this is a great plant to use for weed control. You plant this, it'll spread a little bit. It's not going to get too big, but you can use that instead of having to pull up all the weeds or mow the lawn. You can plant grasses and sedges as well.
Okay, I love this. So we were chatting a little earlier, and you said you're in the garden all the time. I do not have a green thumb. So how do you go about planting these?
Yeah, well, one thing, you can plant them any time of year. Even in the fall, you can be putting in native plants. They do take a little more time to get established. This prairie smoke is probably 3 or 4 years old to get to that big. So I would recommend starting with plant starts like these rather than from seed. Because that's just going to take a little longer. But go to your native plant grower and pick a lot of different things. And you can start with just a couple. If you're used to doing more annuals or traditional gardening, just get a couple and start mixing them in. Find what you love. You're going to start getting attached to your favorite plants. You'll be like, I can't wait for the prairie smoke to come up.
I know.
So just, dip your toe in and go from there.
Okay, I was telling you, my parents are looking for plants, so I may have to do this prairie smoke one. Tell them about that one.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for educating us. I feel a lot smarter about plants now. We have more information about these plants, how to grow them at care11.com/noon. We'll be right back.